Hello and welcome to Money and Tax Tuesdays. Unfortunately, we're having technical problems again with Facebook Live, so we are recording this. As promised, today we are diving into the credit with the most urgent deadline under the new OBBBA bill, which is the one big beautiful bill, the energy efficiency credit. This is the one where timing is everything, and missing the cutoff could mean losing thousands of dollars in savings. My name is Gabriela Snell. I've been an enrolled agent for over 15 years, and I love helping ambitious entrepreneurs change their relationship with money by combining financial tools and brain science.
Hey, hi there. My name is Anna Layton. I am a CPA with more than 20 years of experience in public practice. And my work is pretty simple. Clarify your numbers, cut avoidable taxes, and plan ahead so money stops feeling so complicated.
After many years in practice, we both realize that people want to understand money and taxes, yet too often they're just handed a tax bill with no explanation. This is what we want to change with these live streams. We'll bring you useful information in plain English and answer your questions live. However, before we start, we must make a quick disclaimer. This live stream is intended as general education and not tax, legal, or financial advice. Your situation is unique to you, so please consult your qualified tax professional before acting on anything discussed.
Okay, so let's jump right into it. If you've upgraded your home or business with solar panels, energy efficient windows, heat pumps, or even certain appliances, you're probably aware that you may qualify for federal tax credits. These credits have been around for a while now, but they are soon about to expire. As a matter of fact, the opportunity for the clean vehicle credit, which is the electric car credit, has already ended for vehicles that were purchased past September 30th of this year. However, one caveat is that the deadline for the EV chargers is still open until June 30th of 2026. So if you're planning to purchase an EV charger, you still have about 9 more months to qualify for that credit.
Very good. So the residential clean energy credit, which covers solar panels, residential battery storage, and other things like solar water heating systems, geothermal heat pumps, wind turbines, expires for purchases made after December 31st of this year. So this credit equals 30% of the cost of new qualified energy credits. And that means that you can only use it to the extent that it offsets your tax liability, and you can carry forward any excess unused credit to future years. So what does that mean? Let's say that you owe in taxes for this year $2,000 and your clean energy credit is $3,000. What that means is that it will be $2,000 will be of the credit will be applied against your liability, and you have a remaining $1,000 to be carried forward to the next year. So keep in mind that used property does not qualify for the credit, and qualified expenses include the actual hardware, labor costs for on-site preparation, assembly, and original installation, and piping or wiring to connect it to the house. Very important to note here is that the installation must be completed and property must be in use by December 31st to qualify for the credit. Meaning that if you're only paying for the property by the deadline and having it installed later, that disqualifies you from claiming the credit.
Yeah. Another common energy credit is the credit for energy efficient home improvements. So this covers upgrades like insulation, energy efficient windows or doors, certain HVAC or heat pumps. So just as the residential clean energy credit, this credit is only available for a property that is placed in service, meaning it is installed and functional by December 31st of 2025. As a difference compared to the other credit that Gabriela spoke about, this credit, you have a maximum of $1,200 per year for energy efficient property cost for improvements like doors and windows and so on. And then you have a maximum of $2,000 credit for qualified heat pumps, water heaters, biomass stoves, and a couple of other things. And this credit is also non-refundable, so you can only apply it toward your tax liability. But unlike the clean energy credit, you cannot carry forward the unused excess amounts. So you use whatever you can up to those two thresholds that we discussed, and then you lose the difference. This credit can also be claimed for improvements that represent new unused property, and they have to be improvements made to your main home, meaning the house where you live the most. And they also have to meet certain specific energy efficiency standards.
Okay. And finally, the credit for new energy efficient homes that contractors may claim is expiring for homes acquired after June 30th, 2026. This credit allows contractors to claim up to $5,000 for qualified energy efficient home built. To qualify, the home must meet certain energy efficiency standards, such as being certified under the Energy Star or Zero Energy Ready Home programs. Remember that certain requirements must be met to qualify for each of these credits. So consult your tax professional and discuss your specific situation. Now, as usual, because remember what we're trying to do is we're trying to encourage you to, during these lives or after the lives, to post any comments or questions so we can address them maybe in future lives. But right now, since we had technical problems last time and this time, we prepare some potential questions that you may have, so we can kind of like drill down a little bit more like into the details of these credits. So one of the potential questions that you may have is whether these credits apply to rental properties, whether rental properties qualify. And the answer is no. These credits are for your primary or secondary residence. Rentals generally do not qualify unless you also live there part of the time and you portion its use.
Yeah, another pretty common question that we run into when it comes to this energy credits is if you can claim both the home improvement credit and the clean energy credit in the same year. So meaning, let's say you changed your windows and you installed energy efficient windows, and you also installed solar panels in 1 year. So the answer is yes. If you make qualifying improvements under both categories, then yes, you can apply and qualify for both of those credits because they are separate credits. But one thing to remember, once again, is that while they are both non-refundable credits, you can only use to offset your existing tax liability, you can only carry forward any unused amount just for the clean energy credit. The other credit for the home improvements, you use as much as you can during the current year and you lose the rest. So
yeah. One other question could be what counts as placed in service, right? Like accountants use this term a lot, and we may hear this a lot, but we may not understand what that means. It usually means that whatever energy efficient appliance or product you purchased must be installed and operational, not just ordered or contracted. So for example, solar panels must be connected and producing power before the end of the year. And Anna, another question could be, do I need to itemize deductions to get these credits?
yeah, this we run into quite a bit as well because it's a little bit confusing. People get mixed up the idea of deductions versus credits. So the answer on this is no, you do not need to itemize to benefit from these credits because these are credits, not deductions. So they reduce your tax bill directly, meaning it's a dollar for dollar amount that gets credited towards your actual tax liability. So you can benefit from this whether you itemize or not.
Right. Okay, so this covers our quick overview of the most common energy efficiency credits. Make sure you act now to take advantage of this if you are planning on taking any energy efficient improvements to your home.
Okay, so do you have any questions that we didn't hit on today? Drop them in the comments and we'll address them in next week's live. And also, please feel free to make suggestions about other topics that you'd like us to cover, because this is the main point of this live. We just want to answer directly your questions regarding the situations that you may be confronted with directly, so that way we can be most helpful to you.
Exactly, exactly. So if you want help with your numbers and a step-by-step plan, DM me or Anna, consult, and we'll send a link to book a one-on-one session for personalized advice.
Okay, so thank you for joining us on this second edition of Money and Tax Tuesdays, and we will see you next Tuesday, hopefully really live with no technical difficulties, the same place, same time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.